I'm from Garuda.
I'm Tommy Adinograha. I'm from the land of the world.
I'm Muhammad Farhan. I'm from the largest archipelago country.
I'm Indah Dimiati Rahmi. I'm from archipelago.
I'm Rivaldo Adam. I'm from Emerald, Ecuador.
I'm Yuki. I'm from maritime country.
I'm Iba Rizkia. I'm from the heaven earth country.
I'm Muhammad Marif. I'm from agraris country.
I'm Ashira Delia. I'm from Indonesia.
Even though education in Indonesia is uneven, but the Indonesia student often get award every time of pageant international competition. One of them, namely the Indonesia student won the award at the International Conference of Young Saints in Moscow Russian Federation. Compulsory education not only impacted the compulsion of children to learn, but also on educational management guidance is good and evenly distributed by state.
Entire my life, in every time, every day, and everywhere, I see trouble in my eyes. There are many people still cannot get the happiness. Many people still has a trouble in their life. There are so many poverty and homeless in this country. They never get the happiness. They never get a healthy food, and they never make a smile from their face. Not only that, there's so many poor child needs education, but the cost boarded them to study. They just need something to change their life, but no one realizes about it. Who the suspect from this problem? The government. They never care about the situation of this country. They always thinking about their authority, their benefit, their money. They should be role models of this country. But so many government do a corruption. How many a corruptor had take our money? My father told me, if you become a leader in the future, give your money for the people because they need it to survive. Without the money, how they can get what they want? I'm still confused. How much money you want, government? If you want more money, don't take our money.
The problem of environmental damage in Indonesia is very alarming. Many forest fires, a lot of environmental pollution, and lack of reforestation. Is there no law over the offense? If so, has the law been properly practiced? Such as a fire that burned tens of hectares of forest in Kalimantan, causing air pollution to increase. Is there a penalty for the ironies? Not only that, waste of factory waste that is thrown into the water channel. Is a forgiveness for that? Fish habitat in the river has now been damaged. Not all and that. Damage of coral reef in the ocean due to fish booming by naughty fishermen. Habitat will be scared if they are not followed up.
As long as we know that Indonesia has so many big forests, and some of it are the lungs of the world. Indonesia has so many natural resources in the forest. And Indonesia has so many rivers which through the forest and through the environmental residents. And my country, Indonesia, has so many seas on ocean and has so many beautiful coral reefs in it.
Indonesia's independent on 17 August 1945. Indonesia is a country with a million culture, a million tribes, a million languages, and a million beautiful nature. Indonesia is located in equator line, stand between continent of Asia and continent of Australia, and between the Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean. Indonesia has 17,504 islands and total area 1,905 million square kilometers. The number of tribes in Indonesia reaches 1,340 tribes, and the number of languages in Indonesia reaches 742 languages.
Education is the one main factor to build a better countries, but education in Indonesia is imbalanced between the city and the extremities of the countries. In fact, the distribution of education in Indonesia is apprehensive because the program's education in Indonesia is not touching to the lower classes but just the high classes. As far as I know, the one factor is the cost of education in Indonesia is very expensive, so many parents in Indonesia cannot send their children to go to school because the school fee is expensive. And the awareness of Indonesian society, especially for the extremities of the countries, people is still lacking about education.
I have to say to young generation, it's okay to not be as world wanted, because the world keeps spiraling around, so you don't need to follow every movement of it, because the world is changing, so you don't have to be changed too. Remember, you have your own world, the world that you built by your power, the world that is set by your rules. Stop thinking what they want to talk about. Stop thinking what they want to build next. Start to think what thing do you want to build next. I have to say to young generation, you have to study seriously for your future, for Indonesian future. I hope that someday we are as young generation can resolve all our problems in our country. I hope that someday we can show our culture to the world. Thank you.
I am proud of Indonesia. I am proud to be Indonesian. I'm young generation will tell you all about Indonesia. Indonesia has many resources such as gold, nickel, gas, oil, platinum. Indonesia has many cultures, for example, batik, angklung, traditional dance. But I'm afraid in my future I cannot keep them. I'm afraid in my future our natural resource will be managed by foreigner. As young generation, I worry about our future, our Indonesia future. Adalah, terus semangat.
Muhammad Marif, terima kasih.
Makasih.
Yuki Amanai.
Muhammad Farhan Mauliati.
Dan Dimian Rohmi.
Paudo Adam, terima kasih.
Tommy Adi Nugraha, hatur nuhun.
Putri Setia Rizky, terima kasih.
We are young generation.